every life. The wisdom she holds is like no other, bringing together every sister and brother. She extends peace and love through collab and grow. Her weekly connection, so now you know. Join the tribe on the live, she got something to say, bringing healing the body each and every day. She's got something special, yeah, the queen is the vibe, dropping wisdom in the group on every live. Queen Alchemy is gifted, yes, she'll fight for you when she feels compelled to stand up for the truth. She's strong in her stance with poise and grace, giving back to her community in every way. Queen Alchemy, now you know her name. One moment in a tribe, no, you won't be the same. Sharing wisdom, she's the queen, dropping knowledge on everything. Join Queen Alchemy, she's the vibe, sending peace and love on every live. With the knowledge and the tribe, hail to the queen, Queen's Alchemy. Queen's Alchemy tribe is the vibe, spitting peace and love on every live. The wisdom she holds is like no other, bringing together every sister and brother. She extends peace and love through collab and grow. Her weekly connection, so now you know. Join the tribe on the live, she got something to say, bringing healing the body each and every day. She's got something special, yeah, the queen is the vibe, dropping wisdom in the group on every live. Queen Alchemy is gifted, yes, she'll fight for you when she feels compelled to stand up for the truth. She's strong in her stance with poise and grace, giving back to her community in every way. Queen Alchemy, now you know her name. One moment in a tribe, no, you won't be the same. Sharing wisdom, she's the queen, dropping knowledge on everything. Join Queen Alchemy, she's the vibe, sending peace and love on every live. With the knowledge and the tribe, hail to the queen, Queen's Alchemy.
Peace, 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 peace. Welcome in, peace and wellness to everyone. I am so glad you are all here, and thank you. And if you on your way in, if you just tap the like button, that would be great. Other than that, we're gonna go ahead and get it started because we don't want to keep you here for a long time, but we want to keep you here for a good time. Let's go. All right, so I want to welcome in Monique. I have Mind Journey and Slim Jim in the chat, but I also have some people behind them. I'll bring you up in just a minute. Give me just a moment. We're going to bring everybody up that is out in the back. Appreciate you. Give me one moment. All right, y'all. So what we're going to do here is how it's going to work today. First of all, y'all know why we're here. This is the collective build panel discussion. It's going to be, hosted in a different way. To this time around, we're going to be doing the results of the 7-day fast. So we're going to have people join us on the panel, give us their experiences. As everyone knows, that this collective build means a lot to me. It's as a reflection. I'm going to go ahead and start bringing people up. Hold on one second. Let me add you to the stage. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, how you doing?
Queen in the building. How you doing?
Okay.
I ain't gonna stay too long. I got copyrighted music playing in the background, so I ain't gonna stay too long.
Okay, well, we want you to hit that mute button. Hit that mute button.
Most definitely.
I appreciate you. Yes, absolutely. Please don't do that. No copy. Don't copy with copyrighted music. All right, appreciate you. All right, so give me a minute here. And so what we're going to do is, as I just was adding people to the panel here, what we're going to do is not, let me start over, y'all. The collective build here on Queen's Alchemy, first of all, it means a lot to me. It's a space where we come together as creators and community and reflections to one another as we do, real talk, real healing, real transformation. We do it all right here. And we don't like to do it individually. We like to do it collectively, kind of why we created this challenge to begin with. Now, tonight's build is going to especially be close to my heart as it's rooted in the results of fasting through juicing. We just completed a 7-day, well, not completed. The day is the last day of the 7-day juice fast cleanse. Let's go. And as a tribe we have connected and poured back into each other. And I'm loving it all throughout the week. And it takes discipline. So I know that we're gonna get together and have a great conversation here. And listen, this is an open panel. If you participated in the challenge, whether it's uh, one day or all 7 days, or if you juice fasted or you passed, if you didn't pass, if you didn't pass, if you didn't fast, whatever you have to share is valuable to me. So I want you to come on up here. You're not, you are invited to join us live here on the panel. So you could just come up. I dropped the link in there. So if you have something to add, make sure you tap into that. And what we're going to do is I want to hear from, all the voices, they matter. And whether you're here to listen, learn, or speak, you are part of this build. This is a safe and sacred space for testimonies, lessons, and breakthroughs, all centered around mind, body, spirit, and transformation. And so I want to get started by thanking, first of all, the tribe, the community that showed up for this challenge. Okay. It's and you all of you showed up in your own way, different ways. I appreciate that so much. I truly appreciate you, even if this challenge was something that you weren't going to do, what you did it just to see what you can do. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right. So we're going to go ahead and begin to have some people come up. I got Slim Jim Longfoot on the panel already. I have a few more people headed up. I appreciate you as well. And let's see. Before I start asking any questions, we're going to just, wait for some more people to come up to the panel. It is an open and honest and uplifting space. So y'all can come up here, share, tap in, whatever you have. It doesn't matter if you didn't participate in this challenge, you had an experience that you could share that will be you can build off of that as well. We want to get into this discussion and keep the responses. When we are responding, I'll keep reminding you, we're going to keep these responses to like 2 minutes because we're going to go through a few different sections. I want to see how you feel and what you got going on. And give me a second to see if I got my journey. I do. And I got Raw and Juicy with La La. Let's go. Let me add my sisters to the what happened to my journey? Disappeared. Peace and love. Y'all can come off mute. Yes.
La la, queen. Hey.
La La, where you going? You look cute. You at the
Just
beach?
came from the water park.
Oh, baby. Yes, the water park sounds fun. Yes. You changed the music for me, right?
Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? I got my little jelly playing, so you should hear the jelly more than you hear the shot in the other room.
I do. I just want to make sure we can't have no.
Oh, we ain't doing none of that. We ain't doing none of that. That's why I ain't gonna be up here that long. You feel me? Because you know what I'm saying. But first,
you're gonna be up here long enough to answer the questions, right?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I'm gonna be up
here.
Okay,
well then you might be here. You might be here. Like I said, we may trying to be here for a long time, but we're gonna be here for a good time.
First and foremost, let me say shout out to these two right here. These two right here are, well, of course, Queen's Alchemy, who came up with this juice fast, and Lala, who got the ingredients for the smoothie that I've been doing, you know what I'm saying, since these past 7 days. You know what I'm saying? That is right here. Which way we looking, but I see Lala on my side right here, and unless y'all backwards on the other side, I don't know. But yeah, this smoothie right here that I've been making every day for the past 7 days. This was my 7th smoothie. You know what I'm saying? This thing right here. You know what I'm saying? Make it do what it do. Now I didn't do a full fast. But I ain't gonna answer all that until you ask me the question, Queen. Whichever way you
yes, and please and thank you.
But yeah.
But while we waiting, since you already talking, Slim Jim, I would love for you. You already kind of gave part of the intro, and which was going to tell me what you've been drinking on. But the other part of it is tell me a little bit about who you are, your channel, how you got connected with the fast.
All right, y'all. What's happening? It's your man Slim Jim Longfoot, aka the GOAT King of America. I am a artist. I'm a writer. I'm a content creator here on YouTube. I got connected with the Juice Fast via Queen's Alchemy, the creator of the Juice Fast. Me and her met via Luciana Success. She found me via Luciana Success's channel, and we connected about almost 2 months ago now. I've been on the Queen's Alchemy's channel. Did an interview with her. Did 22 questions with Queen's Alchemy, and we chopped it up, and we've been down ever since. She's a member of my 1408 membership on my channel, as well as a purchaser of my Jelly Bean Dream books from UGI Studios. And we got I found out she was doing this fast. I was like, okay, I need to daggone break out my ninja, because I ain't used my ninja since I got it about a year or two ago. And no, over a year or 2 years ago, before I moved to my current location. And so I was like, let me break out my ninja and, see if I can make me some smoothies, started doing my research, because of Lala, this most amazing young lady who I met on Queen's birthday. And it's so crazy because me and Lala in the same city, man. We in the same city. So, Lala, I started looking at her channel, seeing all the amazing things she do. I got her three-day guidebook as well on, juices and smoothies, finally learning, because, I knew what a smoothie was. I knew what a juice was, but I didn't know the breakdowns of, how beneficial the juice between juice and smoothies are. And so, of course, I got a blender. I got a ninja, you feel me? And so I was like, let me go ahead and make me a smoothie based off one of Lala's recipes, because, she had just got through doing the whole beet situation. I was like, I like me some beets. Let me try me some beets. I want to try that beet juice she talking about. And so, I got some beets in here. I got some green apples. I got some lemon. I got some ginger, with some ice. Hey, when you put the ice in there after you done did it up, and you had your beet and the lemon in the freezer, that thing like that thing hit. Hold on.
Good.
I can show you that now. Tell you, watch it.
That sounds good. Ooh, looks good too. Looks good too, my brother. Yes.
So good.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And I'm glad you participated in your way. You know what I mean? We setting it up.
And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, in the days I've been participating, even though I am a meat eater, I love meat. Meat ain't been tasting that good this past week. Meat ain't been tasting that good this past week. You know what I'm saying? I love meat now, but the meat I did eat, I was like, it ain't, it was really starting to taste dead to your boy. I was like, there's something going on here. Like,
did you say it started to taste dead?
And I already know it dead.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say.
I'm, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, you start being my journey.
Hey,
Y'all know about that smooth. Y'all know about that smooth. See how I correlate smooth. Yeah, go look it up. Smooth, mind blowing. Go look it up. Classic. But yeah, my journey 24/7. I see you.
All right. I appreciate it. Now she just slipped away again.
We're gonna get it back. We're gonna get it right. We're gonna get it right. Because I know my journey. I know my journey got something to add. I know she do.
I'm ready for you, baby. I'm ready. Let's go.
What you got? What you got? We here listening. Hold on.
Oh my gosh, juice rules. Whether you have a blender or a juicer, team, no excuses, baby. That stuff is liquid gold. When I tell you the more color, the better. The electricity, the angstroms that come from God's gift to us. In the beginning, God created all the trees, the bees, the the fruits, the roots, the shoots. I get so excited about the shoots, the shoots. I get so excited about juicing and that beet juice. Oh my gosh. Chef's kiss. I love having beet mouth. Right?
Yes.
I love it.
It's a natural lip stain.
Exactly. I'm like,
right.
I love it. I really did.
Yes.
I really did enjoy these past 7 days. And I juiced my I juiced all 7 days, and I had green smoothie. That's the only thing that I added to the mix, like you said, Queen, because I am a nut out here. I'm a nutcase. I do double dutch, I do kickbox, I do aqua fitness, I do Pilates, I do so much physical stuff that I didn't want to be on the floor at the gym and people be calling my emergency contact because
Mm-hmm.
you because of the amount of energy you exert, you have to put that energy, you have to put that energy back in, and that's how we get our energy through what we eat. And just like you eat the fruits and vegetables, they give you energy. If you eat the meats and the bread, white rice, white pasta, white rice, white pasta, white bread, and all that, it takes away your energy. So definitely none of that was had. So I did fast, and I really enjoyed just being off of the French fries because I was a chip whore. I mean, a chip. My mom told me not to say that.
Use a
She told
who?
me not to say that.
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I ain't
Chip
mad
Use
at
a
whore.
what?
A chip
A
whore.
chip whore? Use a chip whore?
She said a chiposaur. I was a chiposaur. I was, even though I'm vegan. I've been vegan 24 years, like hardcore. But I do get my hands on potato chips. I do get my hands on French fries and the little vegan pizza from time to time. But just during this 7 days was just so releasing, so uplifting. And once you start putting your mind to this is what I'm going to do, it's like your body follows. You put your mind to it and your body backs it up and say, okay, we don't want that no more. Like Slim said, it don't even taste the same. Ain't no way I'm gonna drink no Sprite.
Let's go. Let's
It
go.
don't even taste the same. So I applaud you guys for even, thanks for having me, and just
Thank you, Lala.
putting that
Thank you.
opportunity, not the challenge, but the opportunity to glow and grow,
Yes.
to glow and grow. Hey,
You
my
go. Yes.
journey.
Yes. Keep passing the baton to you, sis. What we're doing is
Hey.
just introducing ourselves here and tell us what you've been drinking on. Bam, you drinking it right now. Tell us what you've been drinking on and, a little bit of something. Don't go into too much detail because I got questions. I do. And I want you to kind of tap into it as a collective, the way we see things. And just tell us about who you are and a little bit about Mind Journey and what you've been drinking on.
So my name is Journey, and my channel is Mind Journey 24/7, and there's where you get to travel with me through my ADHD lifestyle. And what that means is you get to go along the ride of my colorful chaos, right? How beautiful it is. So we touch over a lot of different things, whether it's inspirational, whether it is educational, uplifting, a little humor along the way. We're going to juice and do a lot of different things, cook, and just have a really good time. So I did the challenge, and you said what I'm sipping on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I am doing watermelon juice today. Watermelon is where I am today. And so it has been my go-to the last 2 days.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
That's what's up. So, give me a second. I just seen somebody pop in here. Ah, it's Zoe. Welcome, Zoe. All right.
Peace.
So, you've been sipping on that watermelon juice. I know it's refreshing.
Yeah.
And you've probably been going to the bathroom.
So yeah, so we'll get into that, but yeah, not as much as I was, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
But you know that what my girl Lala, what she say, that water, that
Water.
watermelon,
Water.
okay, it's
Water.
been doing everything that it needs to do. It's been giving
Are
what
you
it's supposed to
locked
give.
in? Yes, I like that green too. All right, Zoe, you came just in time. What we doing right now is we just introducing ourselves, talking about who you are, and what you've been sipping on.
You know what I've been sipping on.
Just it ain't for me though.
Well, I did a few day fast, which I jumped in the fast a day when I did it on
Don't
this.
give me no details. Just tell me about who you is and what you've been drinking on.
I've been drinking Sweetwater Red. You want to be honest? You want me to be honest?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I started off the challenge drinking green goodness was a drink that I bought from Tops. I got a juicer, but I didn't juice. I didn't feel like juicing. I got lazy, but I went and bought the green goodness juice, which I'm sure someone would say they had problems with that. But for someone eating meat every day and eating what I ate, I just started off with that there, and I kept going. Now I did have morning coffee, no sugar in it. I did have morning coffee. I cheated, but I did the green juice and a cucumber when I got hungry. I the first night was yeah, the first night was like, oh my goodness. Listen, I wasn't even hungry at all. I wasn't hungry. I was
Wait,
cool.
wait for me, Zoe. I don't mean to cut you off, but I know you want to tell your story, but I want you to hold it for me because I got a whole lot of.
You want me to freeze?
What'd you say, Grandma? No, I was kidding. Hey, baby. Hey, Grandma. No, let me say stop. So yes, I do want you to. I don't want you to go too much detail because we gonna tap into all those things. You get the
Okay,
opportunity
okay,
to
okay.
release
You know
all
me.
that.
You know me. I'm
No, I do know you, but I know you got a great story to tell because that's why I want all these perspectives because everybody up here got a different shift in this.
what's
That's what I'm
good,
saying.
What's good, everybody on the panel? I see y'all.
What's
Yeah.
going on, bro? What's going
Hey.
on, man?
Just feeling
Yeah.
great.
All right, I want to welcome in Real Odds and Evens. Monique Powell still in the house. Miss Monique Poe, I
Real
heard it
eyes.
right.
Let me get in the chat. See what's going on.
Peace and love to you. Peace and love. All right, so there go Black Rose. Welcome in. I could drop the link again. Anyone interested in coming up to the panel can do
Come
so.
on
Right
up.
now, we're just introducing um, ourselves. So I'm gonna go ahead and introduce myself. I didn't want. I was gonna go last, but I know some people, other people, are gonna rise up here. So let's go
I see
ahead
you,
and
Monique. I see
talk
you,
about
Mo.
it. Yeah.
I'm
All right,
silent.
so basically, y'all know who I am. Y'all on my channel. I'm Queen's Alchemy. Over here, I talk about things. I keep a good energy. I talk about health and wellness. And basically, I like to do things as community and as a collective because it gives you different perspectives. On my channel, I host things like this, the Collective Build. I also host uh, a collab and grows where we get together and meet new content creators, learn our information behind the content. So we have a little mixture of things, but we also keep tapping into the health and wellness. Um, but all our conversations typically, they definitely, I think we have meaningful conversations, but we laugh and learn over here too. We have a good time. And so we was asking what we were drinking and sipping on today. This is um, orange watermelon rind. This is the rind of the watermelon, along with some green apple and ginger. That's what I got. All right, so let's go ahead and see. Did someone else pop up here? They did not. All right, beautiful. All right, so y'all, we getting ready to go ahead and start. Anybody else that comes on, we'll give them opportunity to introduce themselves. Other than that, we'll keep it moving. And I'll just randomly choose someone to answer the questions. And I'll also, oh, there we go, Stephanie. Let's go, Stephanie.
Hey,
Hey.
Hey.
Look how you showed up. I like how you showed up, brother. I like how you showed up. Yes. All right. So here we go, y'all. So this is what we're getting ready to do. Now, I did make a mention at the top that we're gonna keep the answers down because, like, when I usually do this collective bill, I don't have no time frame. You can talk as long as you want, but that sucker can go 3 hours too. But we ain't trying to do that. Okay. I ain't really about time because time don't really exist. Hey, peace and love, Chip. You coming up? You coming up? You coming up, Chip? Peace and love. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right. So here we go, y'all. So the first
Peace,
things
check.
first, y'all. Make sure we keep our responses to 2 minutes. And so we're going to start out at the beginning. And I want to know what's your why for actually joining the 7-day juice fast? And how did you customize it to work for your body, your lifestyle, your needs, etc.? Okay. And I'm going to start out with my first panelist that came up, John Slim.
Yeah.
I want to call you Long John.
Long John Silver.
Oh no, I don't know what's up with that. I call you
Slim
Slim all
Jim
the time.
wrong foot. Oh
I call
man.
him Slim all the time. I don't know why I'm
That part. It's
tiptoeing
all good.
around.
It's all good. That's what we do on the live. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We make it do what it do. That's right. Get that juice in. Get them synapses. All right. So basically, just like Zoe said, you know what I'm saying? I'm a carnivore. You know what I'm saying? I'm a carnivore. A lot of guys was frozen. A lot of but yeah, I'm a carnivore. You know what I'm saying? Meat eater. But I wanted to try this juice fast because I have dipped and dabbed with just doing no meat diets, you know what I'm saying, throughout the past 5 years since I've been, diagnosed type 2 diabetes, so I've dipped and dabbed with, no meat diets on several occasions, changing up my diet to accommodate, you know what I'm saying, living a healthier lifestyle. So, cutting out carbs, cutting out sugars, and, incorporating more vegetables and stuff in my diet. So, of course, when I tapped in with, the tribe with Queen's Alchemy and, her crew, you know what I'm saying, and La, and you know what I'm saying, and tapping in on this. And then when she came up with the juice fast, I was like, you know what? Because I had just got my new jar right here. I just got my new jar. I had just got back into doing my cucumber water and okra water, aka booger water. That's why I call that booger water. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, when she did the juice fast, I was like, let me go ahead and tap in on this, and came across Lala's recipe, with the beet juice, because she was doing beets during that past week, and I was like, let me go ahead and get that. Let me go ahead and see what I can do. I would have like, but I knew I was gonna be on go mode all week, you know what I'm saying, because I was gonna be working all week, and that's high energy where I'm at. So I knew I wasn't just gonna be on a fast this past week because I was gonna be on go mode, and I ain't need to be passing out at the job. You feel me? So, I incorporated the smoothies into my diet these past 7 days, make a smoothie every day. And, and that's where we at. And I definitely enjoyed it and definitely will be doing it again, what I'm saying, incorporating other recipes that I see that Lala done made, Queen's Alchemy made. I still got to try the carrot dogs. I still want to try that carrot dog.
Oh, don't about the carrot dogs.
Hey, real talk, because they look good because when you
they do.
When you think about it, you can make anything taste like me. Like my cousin, who is a vegan, you know what I'm saying? She is why I started liking mushrooms and kale, because she had some kale one time that she made me years ago. That mother was tasting just like steak. I was like,
man, I had a steak that I cooked that tastes like a steak.
Right. hey, you already know. And when I had that kale and it tastes like a steak, I was like, how in the world you do this? This ain't no meat. Like, how you do this? Like,
I would definitely like to try that. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I
Yeah.
definitely would like to try to see. I want to do that.
Yeah, and you know how steak tastes. You know how a good juicy steak tastes. When I
Mhm.
was eating that kale, it tasted just like steak. I was like, how you do this? Like, this is amazing. Like, shoot, like, hey, that's what's up. And so so I be making my kale mushroom quesadilla wraps and stuff like that. So I wish I had those materials, those ingredients. I could have had them in my smoothies all week. But you know what I'm saying? But next time I go to the store, yeah, y'all gonna see it. Just stay tuned for the shouts. Y'all gonna see them kale mushroom quesadillas come back in full force for real though. But shout out to you, Queen, for you know what I'm saying, creating this challenge, this juice fast challenge this week. Shout out to Lala for this recipe. Salute. Shout out to everybody on the panel that, you know what I'm saying, did something, you know what I'm saying, just to elevate your palate. You did elevate your palate.
Yeah.
Yes. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, my brother. I'm also Stephanie joined the panel. So Stephanie, if you go ahead and introduce yourself, tell me what you've been drinking on, and then also answer the question. If you don't remember all of it, you could just I'll repeat the question.
About what we did as far as with our juicing.
But first, I want to know who you are, what you've been doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm Stephanie. 57 Journey. My channel is all about life, healthy. It's a healthy journey. My health and wellness, lifestyle, changing my life at 57, changing my health, getting back control, taking back control of my life, trying to work my way off this medication.
Yes.
So yeah, that's what it's about. In a nutshell, everything I do now is about that health and wellness.
Okay. And what you've been sipping on most recent?
I was sipping on the The beet juice, the beet juice.
Yes.
I had like a lot of. That's what when you said the challenge, the beet juice challenge. I was like, man, that's up my alley. I love beets. I love beets. I eat them. I buy them like every week.
I gotta try
But
it.
I had about 5 raw beets, and I had 2 packs of the beets that come like dehydrated, or I don't know. They don't dehydrate them, but they put them in the bag. How they suck the air out of them, and you can buy them in the store. I think they already done or they have been. I don't know what it was, but anyway, I got those, and I just juiced all those beets Sunday with lemons, with about 4 lemons and about 4 apples. Yeah, I forgot to put the ginger in there, Lala. I got some in my refrigerator and I forgot to put it in there. And so I juiced all of that and I drunk it. I fast with liquid for 2 days. I fast Monday with the juice.
One second
and
for me. I don't mean to cut you off.
the
I'm
water.
sorry. I wanna just I'm gonna have you if you would not tell me what you juice and don't tell me what you're doing. I'm only trying to keep this in order because I don't want you to have
Oh,
to
okay.
repeat yourself. Okay.
Okay.
The question was, why did you start this challenge? And because I know you can go tell me the whole thing because you done told me your whole story and I won't be able to ask you no questions.
I don't want to do
All
that.
right.
I want to stay
Okay.
obedient.
Okay.
Um,
What was your why for joining the 7-day fast challenge, and how did you customize it to work with your body, lifestyle, and your needs?
my why was because I got my new mantra for myself is to push past limits. That's why I started. And when you said 7 days, it was like, whew, I ain't never did that before. So that's me. And for me to be able to do something like that, that's pushing past all limits that that I ever set for myself. Even though I didn't accomplish it the 7 days, I accomplished more than what, with just juicing a lot. So I accomplished a little bit of, I still junk the juice, during the day. What's the second half of that?
What was your how did you customize it to fit your why did you
Oh,
join? Why did you join to begin with? And then how did you customize it to fit your lifestyle or your
okay.
needs?
I did it to challenge my health, to challenge my health, my what I just said, and I customized it where I drunk juice. I fast in the morning anyway. I don't eat till after 1. So I drank juice and water, infused water, and then I ate like the days that I did eat, I would eat a salad in the evening. And so that's how I did it. And
Okay.
today I'm on the watermelon fast.
Okay. And that's wild. I think we all went into like watermelon at the same time because I mean I saw Lala with the watermelon, but it was almost like
Watermelon.
instantly ready to have some watermelon. I was like, I want some watermelon. So I went and I found not just the yellow watermelon, but I found the orange one too. And I was like, I'm juicing that rind. The rind actually don't taste bad even by itself, honestly. Honestly, it don't. But I just added I only added a little green apple to it and some ginger and called it a day. But that's beautiful. And so we're gonna keep it moving. If you would for me, Lala, the
Yes.
same question is what made you start the juice fast? This sounds crazy asking Lala, y'all.
Right.
And and how did you customize it for your lifestyle?
Reset, replenish, reboot. That's why I started. Just to replenish, to reset, to reboot, to get my mind right. So it wasn't only just to everything.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
La la no.
She'll be back. She might be still talking, thinking she lied.
Come back, come back.
That's that energy.
Mm-hmm. The energy, that short circuit, just like Beyonce at that Super Bowl that year. Short circuit Super Bowl 47.
Oh, she knows she. Hold on, she lied. She coming back. You seen her loading. Be patient, child. What up? What up, chat? Since we got the second to get back with her, how y'all doing out there in YouTube world? I appreciate y'all for tapping in.
There we go.
I
There you
promise you, I'm
go.
not popular. I'm not popular, but my phone was ringing.
It's all
But
good.
just to reset
She said, I'm
and
Don't
not
do not
popular.
disturb. D&D.
just to reset and replenish and reboot, not just only for physical benefits, like I was saying, when I do a juice fast for a like an amount of time, I do find that I shrink my waistline and all that fun stuff. But just for mental and spiritual benefits, just like not reaching, not giving in to the cravings and things of that nature. So I was ready for it. So when you proposed it, I was like, yes, release me, potato chips, release me, release me.
Yeah, them quesos be having me told. You enslaved.
Yes, yes, yes. All right. And Zoe, would you go ahead? Do you want me to repeat the question for you?
You want to give it the question to someone
Yeah.
else first? Someone, have someone else answer it real quick first, please. Got somebody
Okay.
interrupted me. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Mind journey.
Well, this was kind of birthed in my live space. But yeah, so I was excited to do the challenge for multiple reasons. Same thing with Lala. I was ready for a reset. I've done water fasting before, but juice fasting was actually new to me. I hadn't done juice fasting before. I had always just stuck to water. So I was happy to do the challenge, happy to also support my sis and whatever, because we have been locked in nonstop since day one. So yeah, so same thing though, reset physically, mentally, and just I know the benefits that came from water fasting. So I was eager to see what that was gonna look like on the other side of things with juice. I'm well aware of all of the benefits that we get from what's natural, what was intended for us. So I was just on board.
Okay, okay, okay. And did you have to, how did you customize this to work with your lifestyle and
So my situation was a little tricky because um I had kind of put in the back of my mind a diagnosis that I had. Really wasn't paying too much attention to it, but I am hypoglycemic. So I ran into a bumper like along the way. And part of it was my fault because I wasn't consuming as much as I was supposed to in some areas. I won't go too into much detail about that, but I ended up actually sometimes having to, I actually did consume actual watermelon one day. And then I also did, I think one day I did a teaspoon of pumpkin seeds, I believe I did. So I had to compensate for my own health, which is okay. It's okay to adjust where you need to. But I did not get off task. I did not allow the bump to stop me from doing the challenge. I still stuck to it the rest of the way. So I just shifted between juice and also water too, charged water. So that's what I stuck to.
all right, all right. I thank you so much for sharing that. And I know I appreciate you rocking with me too, sis. 100%, 100%. She said, I'm with my sister. That's what I'm saying. I'm with my sister too. Let's go. All right. So, Zoe, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, go ahead for me, brother.
Let me get that question, please, so I can
Yes,
kind of.
absolutely. Um, what was your why for joining the 7-day juice fast, and how did you customize it to work work for your body, your lifestyle, your needs?
All right. You know my story, Queen. I was diagnosed with cancer. I had cancer. I'm a survivor. 2 years, zero levels. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I went to the doctor and he said, you need to take some weight off. He said, you need to take 10 pounds down. You're doing good, but you need to lose 10 pounds. That's when this was last week. Then you mentioned the juicing fast. And I'm like, you know what? That'd be a great way to segue to it. That'll help me get to it. And that's when I said, I'm gonna do the challenge. Now, I wasn't sure how far I was going to get in it. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't sure because I'm thinking, oh, my levels are good. I'm good. I don't really have to. But then I said, let me try it. So if you watched, I did a video. I actually vlogged my week, and I don't y'all should go check that out because I don't want to actually tell what I did in it. But at the same time, I started off with the good green goodness. I started off. Hold on. Matter of fact, let me not even. They not cutting me no check. So let me get this bottle out the way here. Put it in the glass. I started off with the green goodness, and the first day it was good. It was good. I wasn't hungry or nothing like that, and it just made me feel fresh. It made me feel more alert. It made me feel like, you know what, I should have been doing this. But then, but at the end of the night, 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm a little bit hungry, and it wasn't like I wasn't even hungry. I just wanted to eat something. I just wanted something, so I went in the refrigerator, grabbed a cucumber, cut up half a cucumber, didn't put anything on it, ate that, and I looked at it like, okay, if I'm going to cheat on anything, it's going to be with a cucumber or some type of fruit or something like that, and that's what I did, and I made it to the next day, and then I just started eating little fruit stuff like that, and here we are, Queen.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
All
it
right.
stopped because I had I'm sorry, because of the cancer, and I never really say the word. I try to stay away from saying it. I don't really share the story too much, but that's what it was.
Well, I'm glad you're doing well, and I'm glad you took on this challenge. And I want to say thank you so much to everyone who has joined the chat. I see you out here. And E Wellness, welcome in. And I want to say, answering in the chat, she answered some questions in the chat. So I'm going to acknowledge her answer to the same question. And she's on the plantation, so unfortunately she can't join us on the channel on the panel. But if you want to answer in the chat and you don't want to join the panel or you're unable to, it is what it's for. Okay, so y'all definitely, or any questions anyone has, y'all know y'all can put it in the chat. Let's see. Also, raw footage actually responded as well, but we're gonna go ahead and eWellness says I started because I wanted to cleanse and detox myself physically and spiritually before my birthday to release toxins that I didn't want to take into my solar return mentally, physically, and emotionally. Let's go. She
That
has a
part, that
solar
part.
return coming up June 27th. My cancer sister. Let's go. Let's go.
Salute,
Let's
chat.
go.
And for those that don't know, Queen's coming up tomorrow. Today is her birthday eve. Hey, 22.
Hustle, man.
Let's go. Two, two, two,
What
two,
up,
two,
cuz? I
two.
see you.
Ow. All right, and then raw footage says, and she said this earlier. She says, I said earlier, Queen's Live, my colon was singing like an Italian opera house this week. Yes, yes, exactly.
I mean, let's
And
tell
she
some.
said,
I'm
and
sorry.
she says, I did it as a challenge. I've been looking at the juice for a while, and Queen's Challenge motivated and inspired me. I'm already clean in my eating, but the juice was a supplement to polish the clean.
Good
Let's
job with that.
go. Let's go. That
Let's
part
just
right
keep it
there.
honest. Let's keep it honest. To go back to, I didn't
Don't
make the
keep,
full
don't keep
seven
it too
days.
honest. Don't
I
don't
didn't make.
don't. That's not the question.
I'm
I got
saying.
I got roll of
You
questions.
are you asking questions?
I am. Did I just ask you a question?
Well, you in the corner. I forgot your name. Let me see.
Vaughn?
Stephanie Vaughn. Didn't you get to tell your full thing and how and you didn't make the full? Yeah, she did. I heard her say it.
Stephanie, did I cut you off, sis?
She kept me on task. No, yeah, but
Yeah.
she kept me so I don't go all over the place. So she cut me so I could
Okay.
stay on
Okay.
task
Okay.
with the question.
Okay.
We got
Queen.
to be
Queen, I am
obedient,
not trying
so
to take over your show.
I can't tell, brother. I can't
Hold
tell,
on.
brother.
You better stop. You better stop.
All that shouting out in the middle of me talking. No, I get you. You want to acknowledge your people. I can see them. I can see everybody. Hennessy Rose, thank you for coming in. But I don't see Hustle Man. I don't know where you saw him at. You got Hustle Man over there? Hustle
I'm
man,
quiet.
shout out to you.
I'm quiet.
Oh, well, be quiet then. You see, you know this, y'all
I'm
know this my
quiet.
brother, right? Y'all know this my
I am
brother.
so
We act like
quiet.
brother and sister for real. Like seriously. Be getting at each other. Okay, let's go, y'all. Here go the next question. Okay. So oh, first of all, let me respond to that. I'm sorry. Let me respond to the same question. What was my why for joining the juice fast, and how did I customize it to work with my lifestyle? Well, y'all know, most of y'all know my why. I did the juice fast because one, juice fasting is rooted in alignment. It's a reset for me, my mind, body, my spirit, all of that. I know it's going to reset my body. I had I've been holding on to things. I didn't even realize I was holding on to things like that, like I was, you know. And so pretty much that's my why. And it was my first time doing a juice fast. I never did a juice fast, so I wanted to do that as well. I fasted, but never a juice fast. So this was a different experience. I gave permission to others to customize it the way they wanted to do it, but I did a full fast, only juice. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and how I made it work. I mean, it was easy to make it work. I just had to be disciplined to do it. I mean, because I work from home. I don't have anything that demands on me to do anything else. So it was pretty easy. I sit on my behind all day. All right. And now let's go ahead and get to the second question. Okay. So now anyone else, if y'all want to come up to the panel, real odds and evens, I would love for you to come up here. Pretty Heart Conquer, welcome in. Shy Sarai, thank you for being here, my sister. I appreciate you. All right. And then so here we go. What is something you found yourself releasing during this fast? Something that you released, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or all of the above? What are those things that you released during this fast? I'm going to start with Lala.
Okay, I unmute. I released the junk. I released the junk food. I definitely released the junk food and the that crutch. Just that crutch of having something in my mouth all the time. Just using food as something to keep me busy from doing what I'm supposed to do. So I felt like I got a lot of stuff done this past seven this past 7 days as opposed to the previous where my cravings were crushed. So I definitely released those.
Mm.
And number one, I released procrastination. And I released just running away from my responsibilities. You know how you may feel like you have so much on your plate where you feel so overwhelmed, where you have so much stuff to do, where you just be like, well, I just ain't gonna do none of it. And I released that feeling, and something in my mind was like, well, just do one thing at a time. Just be more mindful. So I can say that I gained. Well, that's me saying what I gained. Okay. Well, yeah, I released procrastination, and I released the cravings.
Awesome. Let's go with Stephanie.
Stephanie.
You, Steph.
You. There you go.
Can you hear me?
I
Yep.
can hear you now.
I'm having some buffering over here. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. So
Verizon.
what did you want? The question was, what did I release? Queen.
Yes. Oh, I thought you were still buffering. Yes.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm
So
here.
what did you?
Okay.
So
I'm
what did you release during the fast? Yes.
I released the same things that Queen Lala released. I released the cravings because before that I was starting to have sugar cravings. I'm like, what's going on here? So I think the juice probably curved that along with the lemons, and I released procrastination because I got a lot on my plate right now. So it this week I didn't even notice that, but this week I've been like bam 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 getting stuff done, trying to stay focused. And so yeah, I released being stagnant, and I released those um those sugar cravings.
That's what's up. I love it. I love it. I love it. Um, let's go with. We just had Real Odds join us on the panel. Welcome on to the panel. We'll get to you in just a moment. And let's go with Zoe.
I released doubt. Yeah, doubt. Doubt. I released doubt.
Mm, mm,
'Cause, I didn't think I would make it a day. So yeah, I
hmm.
released doubt. That's it. Doubt. And I gained
Wow,
belief.
that's what's up. I
No doubt.
love it. Love it. All right, that was a simple answer, and it was powerful at the same time. For real. Let's go, Slim Jim.
Well, you know what I released? I released the Kraken. I know, lame. Anyway, but what I released, what I'm saying, most definitely was procrastination, because I definitely got a lot done this week. I definitely agree with Stephanie and Lala as far as like cravings, what I'm saying? Like it basically, come as far as like hunger cravings, what I'm saying? Like, when you want to get something to snack on or something like that. I didn't have a lot of snack cravings this week, what I'm saying, along with my smoothie. I would eat like basically like 1 or 2 meals throughout the day. Really, really not even 2 meals, just like one. And then I'll be good after that. You feel me? And so it definitely put in perspective. It gave me insight. That's what it gave me, insight into, what I'm saying, this whole another world. Like, because I've known of juicing and smoothies for years. I mean, if you as old as I am, you remember late night, seeing the man on the juicing commercials, on the infomercial, doing all the juice. Yeah, look at the juicer, it put all this, and I was like, oh man, that looks cool. But I was like, but I don't, eating my meat, watching it, like, okay, cool. So like, but actually tapping in, seeing real people, you know what I'm saying, real lifestyles, and really doing this, because y'all ain't no paid infomercial people, what I'm saying, y'all are real people out here doing this and showing how
Mhm.
it's changing your life, and how what it does for you, the benefits that this stuff has, and seeing that and feeling that, like, especially Lala. Like, if y'all seen Lala, all you gotta do is watch her fit and flexy and all that jumping around, she going like, yeah, okay, you got it. All right, I just want a little bit of that energy, just a taste of it. I don't need all of it. I just get a little taste of it, so I go, glide up in the air like Jordan a little bit, about 5 seconds or something like that. So that's what it is. That's what it is.
All right, awesome. Mind Journey.
All right, so I don't know. I think I might have a little bit different perspective of that question. So I definitely have physical releases. So waste obviously was a big, huge part of it. Not only going to that bathroom, but the excess water too, as well. A lot of that. I also released the weight. Yes, for the release of the weight. So excited about that. Emotionally, though, this was like my biggest part. There was a lot of emotions that popped up. So anxiety was huge, and doubt also was very, very huge. Um, and also addiction. So those three were in an emotional space of what was released for me. Um, yeah, I experienced some things emotionally. It was a very rough week for me with this fast because I experienced the death. I had to close my childhood home. My daughter had surgery. So there was a lot going on this week. And I didn't have the crutch.
Mm.
So,
Mhm.
normally we go to food for comfort and to be able to deal with things, and especially people with anxiety. And that wasn't a thing for me. And I was determined to not do that. So I had to sit in it. So I was able to sit in it and release those things.
That's awesome, Mind Journey. And I want to say my condolences to you and sending you some positive and healing energy for your spirit and mind and your family.
Yes,
And 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 people in the chat as well. I don't know if you can see the chat. But I before I get to Real Eyes, I want to say when y'all listening to this, I don't know if y'all can hear the commonality of things that are being said, and even things that when they're said, how they're explained and how these things are real. I'm telling you, these things are real. This is not somebody like how Slim was saying. Ain't nobody getting paid to say this stuff. You get what I'm saying? Ain't nobody getting paid to say any of these things. So you got to know that it's real, y'all. It's real. So Real Odds, if you would come to the forefront for me. If you're gonna just talk behind the avatar, that's fine. But
Thank you. Yeah, because I'm trying to get stuff ready and I got my kids running around. I don't want that to be a distraction to your panel.
Oh no, I appreciate you being up here. If you tell me a little bit about who you are and what made you tap into the 7-day juice fast.
Okay. Well, I'm just me. That's who I am. I just flow with what I flow with, and nothing special. I don't like to boast too much. Um, I like to make content that is basically either motivational, laughter, or any little adventures that I might go through. So it's nothing in too particular where I'm held inside of like a box. So I like to be multifaceted with the things that I do. So this week, this comes to my mind, I will do this. This week, that comes to my mind, I'll do that. And as far as the juicing goes, it's a funny thing that you asked that. So I had a thought process of doing juice and greens, and it kept coming to my mind, kept coming to my mind. I don't know why. And it just kept, hitting at me, eating at me, almost like a kind of like a magnet, like a whoosh. And I kept pushing it to the side. So then I decided to hop online because I'm like, okay, I have a little free time. And the moment that I hopped on, that's the moment you popped up. And all of a sudden you're like, I'm doing this juice cleanse for a whole week and this. And I'm like, here we go again. Confirmation. This is like the third or fourth time with you. And I decided to do it. Simple as that.
Oh, wow, wow. That's awesome. I'm glad to know that your why had to do with your own intuitions and then you got your confirmation. So that's awesome. Now, to answer the question where we are right now, I would love to backtrack that. Give me 1 second. What's something that you released during this fast?
And that's to me, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Well, like I said, I like to kind of just speak freely. And some people may understand me, some people may not understand me, but I'm just going to say it as how it feels and flows to me. And what I felt that I released is, how can I best explain this in words? Once I started to do this, I think around the second or third day, like there's like a hold that there could be on you. I don't know how to explain it, but inside this realm. And it felt like whatever grip that was there that tried to have a hold, it felt like something was released and then something else was like gained in almost like a thought process or like a spiritual sense. And it's like the more days that I went on with it, the more I felt like this, release was happening. And it was a good thing. And I could tell more and more that this was something real because the more I tried to, you know, keep with this juice, opportunities kept presenting itself for me to eat dirty or chemically processed or, you know, put together stuff. And I'm like, you know what? Nope, you're not going to get me. So that's what I felt was released. I could best describe it as like an octopus tentacle that was trying to hold on. And it was just like, nope, some shift and it knocked it off.
Not today, Satan.
Wow. And I'm actually, I can relate with what you're saying. Seriously, like, I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm gonna tap into that in a minute, but I know exactly what you're talking about. That's a huge release there, y'all. I know some of us up here can definitely relate to that as well. eWellness says she released junk food blockages, blockages spiritually, and 5 pounds, and now she feels refreshed and ready for anything. Let's go. She also said she released the cravings too. The beets did that. She said drinking the beets curved her those cravings she had. So everybody was on the beat. Everybody was on the beat. Everybody on beat, on beat, on beat. But yeah, those beets are great. My favorite for curbing it is juice. Not juice, but the green juice. It does a wonderful job as well. I'm going to talk about myself though. What I released is one of the biggest things I released. I released emotional weight. So we talk about the physical weight, but I released emotional weight. I also released physical weight, 11.1 pounds.
Hey,
Yep. I didn't even realize it. I wasn't even really tracking it that way. I weighed myself in the beginning and I weighed myself at the end. So that way I can, not be seeing all them numbers in between. And I didn't even realize how much I was carrying, like the emotional weight on myself. So it's not just stress either. It was like holding other people's expectations, energy, and their narratives to what I think they thinking and all of that. Instead of all the confusion, just all the confusion. That all that was released. And I'm not even big on confusion, and I didn't even realize I was in confusion until I had clarity. Right, so I didn't. I released that, and it pretty much that's what I released. Yeah. You know, I would say also some distractions. I released the need to control everything. I would say that for sure. Cuz that's actually putting more stress on you than anything because half the time you don't even need to control it, but you want to. And I released guilt from trying, from, always thinking that I need to be on the go, doing something for someone, doing something for someone else. So I released guilt too. So that was some of my releases as well. So we about to keep it moving. And also in the chat, if you could go ahead and light it up with some green hearts for me, if you don't mind. I'm going to read out what Shai Sarai said here. She said, whoa, I thought a juice fast was something physical. Very interesting to learn that everyone had emotional and behavioral impacts. 100% sis, 100%. It's actually, for me, it's more than that. That's why I always speak to all of the benefits that you may gain during anything, any fast like that. Again, let me get my other banner scrolling across the bottom here. Because this content in this channel is for information and educational purposes only and does not substitute professional medical advice or consultations with a health without or a consultation with a healthcare professional. So make sure you do that before you change any diet or change how you roll. None of our information, all our information up here is for that reason, educational and educational purposes only, and our own experiences. Okay. Give me a moment. All right, here we go. All right, so now we're gonna get into this next question, y'all. Anybody else that want to join the panel, you're welcome to come on up here if you want to join in. And we're gonna go ahead and Hey, Solomon's Project, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I just dropped the
Alchemy
link in.
Project. What was that?
All right. All right, so now let me see. We were on 2 and 3. Okay, so let's talk about. We talked about what we talked about the things that you released because growth doesn't always. I mean, I'm sorry. We talked about the things that you released and that no longer serve us, but we make room for new things to come in, and that's what we've done. So let's talk about what we gained. Let's start with um, real odds. Tell me something that you gained or received through this experience.
Ooh, okay. Well, uh, again, as I speak and how I flow, this is just what my experience is. So, anybody who can understand it or not understand it. But what I gained was a lot of, if you want to call it, insight. And during this process, uh, I don't want to say any names, but I can tell that a lot of you, out of this bunch up here or inside the chat, that a lot of you have like, I don't know what like a gift or a purpose, and a lot of you are like the real deal. And I saw this with my own eyes in like a different place, and it was just kind of odd. And I was like, whoa. And I think everybody's being somehow drawn together for some odd reason. And I saw the insight on that. And I mean, it's not something that I really would like to talk about like that, but I feel like some of y'all might understand that. And that's as best that I could explain it. It's like a different place, but that a lot of these y'all here, it's like, if you want to say chosen or picked and you know, for their purpose to do what they need to do. And, it's real. It's real. It's real. So I gained
Absolutely.
insight.
I actually followed you on that real odds. I really did. And so I want to shout out Solomon's Project. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And butter to you. Butter to you. All right, get it together. Wellness. Welcome into the live. Kendall, Raising Kings. Welcome, 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 welcome. Um, okay, I'm gonna get to you, Kendall. I see you answering some of the answers in the chat. I'm gonna keep it right here, paused at you, and we're gonna go to Zoe.
Question is, what have I gained?
And the question is, yes,
Knowledge, know-how, uh, remembrance.
mm,
Yeah, it's just that's it. I, I remember. I remembered I could do this.
mm,
And I've done it before.
yeah, I'm
That's it.
following now with that. All right, we're gonna go straight through the middle. We're gonna hit Lala. I'm playing tic tac toe in here.
Insight, and intuition. I gained some insight and intuition listening to my God speaking to me. I say that prayer is our way of speaking to God, and intuition is his way of speaking to us. So I do believe that just eliminating a lot of the clutter and the junk cleared some pathways to receive those downloads, to receive those messages that a lot of us ignore in our heads, our future selves, our ancestors that speak to us sometimes, and we just be like, "Meh, meh, 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 meh." So I feel that I gained the ability to just release some of that clutter and gain that pathway to tune in and tap in and tune in. Intuition and insights.
All right, sis. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And we're gonna go right down this side to Stephanie.
I gained mental clarity. I gained some mental clarity on some decisions that I needed to make, and some some decisions, and I God downloaded some stuff into my head because I took the time to make it clear for him. You know what I'm saying? I took the time to make his vessel available for him to download some stuff, and it was like, okay, I can do that. And that feels good to open up mental pathways so you can hear from, so you can hear. Yeah.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that. Slim Jim.
And for me, it was insight and understanding because, like I said, with juicing being a foreign thing to me, making my own smoothies and juicing, like I have been doing my waters, for a good little minute, my cucumber waters here and there, but juicing, like diving into this world and getting, not only the insight about it, the the preparation, being able to, just like, how it feels to cook your own food, whether, no matter what you eat, when you're cooking your own food, so you're taking the time to prepare it, what's going in it, without a shadow of a doubt that, whatever this is that you fixing, you can trust it 100% because you are the one who made it, and
Yeah.
that it is natural, what the ingredients are, is nothing complex about it, is raw ingredients from the earth, especially if you got your ingredients from, a store, trusted store that you go to, farmers market, wherever you get your ingredients from. And so the understanding behind it was knowing, what this stuff does, what it does for you, and how it, gives you a boost of what it is that you may be missing and craving. You know what I'm saying? Like you start feeling, like I said earlier, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm a meat eater, but this week meat was tasting a little to me, what I'm saying? It wasn't popping like it usually be doing, what I'm saying? And my cravings, it wasn't the fact that like, oh my God, I don't no longer eat meat, but it's the fact that it was taking away the cravings for anything else. It was fulfilling me to an extent. I knew it wasn't going to fulfill me to the point where I could have fasted because I knew I was going to be high energy all week. But it was adding that little bit of extra once I got ready to cool out, like especially the other day when I came home from work, I made my juice, my smoothie after work, and I was just like, hey, what I'm saying, it picked me right back up, what I'm saying, it was a good pick
Mm-hmm.
me up. And you don't feel down when you're drinking it, what I'm saying? You don't feel down. Like how certain things, you get that itis and you start feeling sluggish and everything like that. You be thinking, because you're full, but it's not necessarily because you're full, but because, it's just weighing you down. You don't feel weighed down anymore. You feel light. You feel energetic. Even if you're ready to go to sleep, you just feel a little burst. And so insight, insight is what I got from it. Insight and understanding. That's exactly what I got from it.
Yes, yes, yes. I love it. I love it, Slim. Uh, tell me, Mind Journey, what did you gain in this 7-day fasting challenge?
Okay, so y'all, those that don't know, I am ADHD. So I had to write down some notes to stay on task because I didn't want to throw you off, Queen. So,
I
okay,
know
so
the feeling. I think I might be asymptomatic myself, but go ahead.
listen, because it was a whole lot. It was a whole lot. Okay, so I'm just gonna be, kind of reading off a little bit. So, okay, one of the biggest things was energy. Energy. I gained energy, and it's such a huge
Oh, let's go.
thing.
Let's go. Yeah.
Um, what you get from the nutrition of that juice is unmatched. It's absolutely unmatched. So I love the energy that I had. Of course, I had a couple of days where I wasn't as energetic, but it wasn't because of the juice. It was because I didn't drink enough juice. It was because of my
Mm,
own issue, not because of the juice. So that was one thing. Another thing was clarity too, as well. Um, Clarity in my thoughts and my understanding of things that were like just right in front of me. So, without going too much, because I'll go too far, but sometimes you can be right in front of something and be so blind, so blind. So I was able to gain clarity of the things that were right in front of me. Things were bright and obvious. Okay. Um, I was also able to gain organization too, as well, which is huge for me with this ADHD. Okay.
Yeah.
Being able to organize my day in order to be productive. Okay. Because what comes along with ADHD is often, I guess it kind of comes across as procrastination, but it's really not. It's just distraction. Okay. So we're easily distracted.
Yes.
But yeah, but I was not as easily distracted at all. Um, I also gained creative insight too, as well. Creative insight. Let me tell you, I'm typically a creative person, but I get off task a lot. But because I had that mental clarity, the the ideas were just rolling in, just rolling in. So many things that I could think of to do in my personal life, but then also on the platform too, as well. So I did gain that as well. And then spiritually speaking, I also diving into the clarity. I'm already a deep thinker, and I'm also very in tune spiritually speaking, but things were opened up in a whole nother way. I'll just say that. And I was able to see things not just from a fleshly mind, but from a spiritual mind. So, yeah.
Yes, my journey. Yes, 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 yes. You was hitting it on the head there, sis. I know the feeling. I was actually getting chills through some of that because I can relate so much. All right, so we got some people who answered in the chat. Before we get to that, I'm just gonna go ahead and let y'all know what I gained, and we'll go ahead and address the chat. What I gained in this is lightness. I became light. My energy levels soaring, right? I became more connected to me, like more connected and paying attention to what's going on with me. It was very obvious in the process. I became more motivated, inspired. Um, I had a feeling of just like being present in the right now moments, and um, not to mention, of course, the clarity for sure. Okay. But I also discipline, but a soft discipline is what I would say, because this fast wasn't a harsh fast. It was not like something that had me feeling like I just had to have something to eat or I just had to do it. It wasn't like that, where fasts in the past have been. And I gained a deeper respect for my body and paying attention to the signals that it gives me. Because through this time, I got headaches. Um, I thought it was hunger pains, but it was really mind pains. It was mind hunger. It wasn't even, because when I paid attention to my body, knowing that my body was not actually saying it was hungry or I wasn't feeling anything or, that, I realized it was all in my mind or all in habit, pretty much, what you're used to doing at a certain time. When I looked at the time, it was like that, right? I gained um, insight on how powerful it is to say yes to me. Just to say yes to me every single day instead of letting something else, dictate that. And I say that addiction is huge, right? So that addiction could dictate anything, and that food can have power over you. And so for me to have the power to say yes to myself every day I woke up, I was more happy than the day before because I knew I made it through another day just to get to the other side of that. So I gained that insight. And even on the days I didn't even feel like it or thinking, I barely woke up. It was only one day that I was like, oh my gosh, it was day 3, which usually is day 2. But I said, I'm gonna keep showing up for myself, in ways that, you know, impact me to benefit me, that serves me. So that's what I gained, everyone. And so I'm so glad to hear everyone has been pretty much on the same, wavelength. If you think about it, most everybody got clarity. Everybody got. Oh, and yeah, also just to speak on it, Stephanie said, she was getting them downloads. Let me tell you, that's off the chain. I definitely got a lot of clarity and downloads as well. And so let's talk about this. Kendi, I'm sorry, Kendi. I'm going to say Kendi. It's not Kendi. Kendall's Raising King said, I didn't start juicing just to be a part of Queen's challenge. Let's go. I did it because I needed a deeper reset. It wasn't just about cleansing my body of it wasn't just about cleansing my body of cravings. And then she goes on to say, because it don't give you so much. For me, it became a spiritual detox. Juicing gave me the space to be quiet in my mind, tune into my body, and reconnect with my soul in another level. Oh my gosh. Tell me about it, sis. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Well,
Yes. And then Raw Foodish says, I gained a whole new vibe and a new appreciation for juicing. eWellness says, I gained much more determination, discipline, awareness, and I also met new people on this journey. Thanks, Queen, for bringing this into my awareness. Ashe, Queen, peace and wellness to you all. That's where I get that peace and wellness from. It's from eWellness. I love it. She know I'm using it, y'all. I don't know if she got a copy written. Kendall says, I release more than just toxins. I let go of emotional baggage I didn't even know that I was carrying and needed to consistently snack and the need to consistently snack. And I'm going to tap into that just for a second because when we get to situations, think about what Mind Journey says she went through this week. All of us go through stuff. And the first thing we turn to, if we those people, is food or whatever our thing is, whether it's sweets or whatever, we turn to that space, right? So yeah, 100. All right, so let's see here. Solomon said his feet got bigger, but he just a jokester, y'all. Welcome in, Butterfly Family and Vlogs. Thank you for being here. I saw something. I thought that Black Rose put, juicing is so therapeutic. Raw Foodish says the whole process: grabbing the fruit, washing it, cutting it up, throwing it in. Yes, it is therapeutic. Throwing it in the elegant, powerful machine and taking that sip. Oh my goodness. Lala says, party in the mouth. I love Raw
hey,
Foodish. She's so descriptive, y'all. I love it. And then I saw something from Black Rose, I thought, a few moments ago. But Kendi says, I gained energy, peace, and a sense of control over my cravings. Most of all, I gained the proof that I'm capable of committing to myself, saying yes to yourself. Absolutely, sis, 100%. We are more capable than we know. It's really mind over matter every time. Our mind will tell us that we want to do something. If you listen to your body first, I know you definitely won't do those things as much as you want to do it. You try to redirect it if you can. Um, let's see. eWellness says I use beats for grounding energy during this fast. Let's go. I could have swore I saw something from Peace and love. Welcome in, Vegan Kings. Welcome in. Welcome in. Peace and blessings to you as well. I am doing beautiful. I hope you are also. Okay, Raw Foodish says we should do this every year, welcoming in the summer in Queen's rotation around the sun. Let's go. Y'all know that's tomorrow, y'all. Y'all know that's tomorrow. All right, so we're gonna keep it moving here because I don't think I see anything. Thank you so much, Raw Footage. I do this into every season, from season to season. I'll be doing this again when we head out of summer into fall. It may not necessarily be a juice fast, or it may, but we definitely resetting each season is very. I mean, I follow nature. That's my direction. I get all my direction from nature. I don't need someone to tell me what to do. If I watch nature, I know what to do. That's how I do it. Let's see here. There we go. It's a lifestyle for me and has been since November of 2024. Thank you for the invitation and more support. You're welcome so much, Black Rose. I appreciate you, sis, for being here. And that's it. I think she has something else up there, I thought, but I don't want to, if I missed it, I apologize. But we're gonna keep it going here. We're gonna try to wrap this up around the next 30 minutes or so, maybe less. All right, so because we only got a few more to go, y'all. All right, y'all ready? So what surprised you the most during this juice fast journey? Either about yourself, the process, or how your body and spirit responded. What surprised you the most? So you talked about what you gained, what you released. Was it something that surprised you the most? And I'm going to start that question out to Zoe.
What surprised me the most is nothing. Nothing really surprised me. Nothing really surprised me. I knew I could do what I did, and I could do it again. I mean, it wasn't really nothing that I wasn't hungry. How about that?
That's major. That's big. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Slim Jim.
I think I'm along the same lines as Zoe is because the hunger cravings, I didn't expect it to, it was, the smoothie was comprised of, four what seemed to be small things. And, that combination, I didn't expect that combination to be like, so impactful as far as like, once I've had that, once I've had one, a jar of this right here, you know what I'm saying? Then I don't feel nothing. I don't feel nothing after that. Like as far as like, I'm not feeling like, oh, I need to eat something else or this and that and the third, you know what I'm saying? I'm good with probably like some water for the rest of the night, and that's about it. It's like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Now if I do feel a little hungry, it's not major, but other than that, it was just like, shoot, you good now. Once you don't put that in you, hey, and you good to go until tomorrow.
That's what I'm talking about. I love it. And what about you, Mind Journey?
So for me, I was a little bit surprised at how much energy I had. Remember, this was different for me because I was used to doing the water fast. So that energy that came from that juice was something completely different. So having that constant fuel, that constant fuel was just it was a different experience for me. And then I also was surprised that I didn't have a desire for anything. Like those cravings cut so fast in comparison to like the water fast. It was completely different. It was a completely different experience. So I was shocked at that. I expected, because when I did my water fast, I think by day 5, I was still like, oh, you got to get through it. You got to get through it. But with this one, I think by day 2, I was good. I was absolutely good. And also appetite wise, I had no appetite. I had to mentally tell myself, you have to drink. You have to drink. I know you feel good, but you still have to drink. Your body still needs that fuel. So I think that was probably the most that I was surprised about. I mean, well, yeah, I think the most, because spiritually speaking and emotional and all of that, I had went through the process already with water fasting. So I expected all of that. But I will say, I didn't expect for it to be as deep, because I thought by taking in fruits, and vegetables, the juice, that I don't know, that it would cut some of that a little bit. I don't know why. That's what I thought, but you know, I still got everything that I was supposed to get.
Okay, all right. That was the surprising part. Give it to me, real odds.
Okay. Here I go. So, what surprised me the most was the actual realization and concept and actual knowing of this statement that I hear that a lot of people say. And I know people say it all the time, but I don't know if people actually utilize it or grasp it. I mean, some do, but we are absolutely 100% undoubtedly more powerful than we think.
Hmm.
And when I started to realize that, it's like there's no telling how high we can go, what ceilings that we can break through, what conundrums that are around us, what stigmatisms that are placed upon us that we could break. And if you're living in a mindset of thinking that this is true or something is this or something is that, it's like it's not real. You are what you think, you are what you eat, you are what you do, you are who you flow. And you can't be stuck in something where you're thinking that, oh, this is life. Oh well, I'm just gonna accept it. These are the cards that life, the destiny has dealt me. And it's like, no, when you actually realize and just don't say it, you have to know it and feel it and realize it, that we are way more powerful than we think. Like it's not just a fad to say it.
Hmm.
Once you start to actually live by that and know it, and don't let nobody come down on you, don't let nobody tell you that you're this or that you're nothing. It's like it's a lie. You're
Mhm.
something and greater than what you think you are.
Absolutely. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Real Oz, for sharing that with me and with everyone here in the chat. Thank you and welcome in everybody in the chat. Make sure if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. And also, if you like to collab and grow in the chat here, you want to connect, I should say, with one another, you can by dropping the letters AQN in the chat, and that'll drop your link. But let's go ahead and continue. Stephanie, can you tell me what surprised you the most during this?
Um, I'm not a lot because I fast a lot. Um, but so I didn't. I'm not gonna say I fast a lot. I used to fast a lot. So a lot of the stuff we experience, I experience those things. When I do fast. So that's why when I fast with purpose. Because you get sometimes it's some I fast for different things. Like when I say I fast for purpose, I fast for mental clarity. I fast for answers from God. I fast for direction when I do fast. So it's like, nothing really kind of like that I went through, nothing kind of surprised me.
Okay. All right. So, and that's definitely, I fast a lot too, and I will say this. Um, I think I hit everybody. Oh, Lala, give me some Lala. What's something that surprised you during this particular fast, if anything?
Satiation, being satiated, not being hungry, not just drinking what I did was I drank two juices, like two of these size, and then the smoothie for to add my fiber and protein back into Jesus. Yeah, so being satiated, being satisfied, and having my belly shrink, I was surprised that I wasn't even hungry for anything to chew on. Just like I was stuffed from so much juice. That surprised me. Well, I'm a
Yeah,
juicer. I wasn't surprised at nothing.
I'm gonna you are a juicer. She is a juicer, y'all. That's what she do. But I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna say all those things that most of you have said, definitely surprised me on that side, especially the hunger part of it. I've never I never fasted on juice before. So the surprising factor for me was that I actually was not hungry. I see you in the chat, Black Rose. She's saying water has no nutrients. No, it does not, but H3O2 does. And if you infuse your water with fruits, you can get that. But when you're drinking it juice, you're getting your water content from your juice. So that's why you don't feel hungry, is what she's saying in the chat. She's absolutely correct. Because anytime you ever heard the statement that if you're hungry, drink some water first and it'll curb your appetite. Well, that's why they tell you that, because once you get that water flowing through your system, then it automatically begins to satisfy what it is. A lot of times we're just dehydrated, and that's why we feel hungry. And it's really not, it's really, as soon as we get that taste to our tongue, it's different, right? Let's see. And then also for me, what it surprised me the most is how emotional this journey was for me. I caught myself in some moments, y'all. I mean, crying. I felt like I was crying for no reason, sipping on the beet juice, like, why? What I'm crying for? I don't even know, right? But what I will tell you happens when you're fasting is, because your mind is becoming so clear and you have so much clarity in it, that you don't have a choice but to confront those things that actually are there, right? The things that you have suppressed and you kept in this little thing, and you was like, and I acknowledge it later. You were acknowledging it with food or for comfort. And you said, you think about it when you think about it, because the food was there for you at that moment. You ain't had that food. You had to get right there in it with it. And so the tears is gonna come, the epiphanies are gonna come. And so what was surprising for me though is that I had so many tears during this time, this particular fast, being that it's my first time juice fasting. I don't know if I'm gonna contribute it to that, or I contributed to just the time. I don't know, but that was very surprising to me. And I tell you, if you listen to your body, I keep saying this over and over again, because the body don't lie. If you stop feeding it noise, all that confusion, all that stuff, it's got to break down and it's got to work so hard to do, and start speaking truth to it, giving it all the nutrients and all the things that it needs, you'll see how it'll speak back to you. It'll give you tell you what needs to happen. You get those downloads, everything will start to happen. So that's really what it was for me. We got some people in the chat that also was stating that Raw Food just says, I didn't have approval to fast, but what surprised me is I didn't need the salad for dinner. I just had 64 ounces plus green smoothie, juices throughout the day, and I also drank less water. 100% you did, because you didn't have your body capacity was not wanting that water. It wanted that nutrients you was getting from the fruits and vegetables. Awesome. And I was surprised. Kendi says, I was surprised not to be hungry and frustrated without having snacks, because I love snacks. I'm laughing because that used to be me back in the day. But actually, was at peace, not having the norm, And I agree with that too, Kendall, because at the end of the day, we so used to doing the same things over and over again. When we get a new thing, it feels good. And if we ride that wave, then you keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? And Hennessy says this is why we need to add quality salt. And notice with juice, you urinate less water. You can't stop going water. You can't stop going water. Don't make you poop, but juice has that fiber, so you can. Awesome. And just a little TMI for y'all. I never stopped pooping ever, because your body is backed up with all those things that have not come out to begin with, and it's still clearing other things out. So even though you're not putting actual things into your body, usually what you're pooping out, your bowel movement, what you're pooping out is usually not what you ate that day. Like, typically is not what you ate that day. So especially if you unless because I know some people. I always said I had poop envy. I use the other word though because it sounds more neat. But I was like, dang, they go to bathroom. I mean, they eat, go to bathroom, eat, go to bathroom. Yeah, like, whoa, how you do that? But I finally figured it out when I reset my body. I started doing the same thing, pretty much, and I didn't really like it, so I kind of, tried to curb that because I was like, oh my gosh, this is a little bit too much. But and like I told y'all, it was gonna be TMI, and I wanted to share because I mean it's real life though. It's real life.
Mhm.
All right, so we're getting ready to come into this. This is actually this is the biggest moment here, and we're gonna cap it out here. We're gonna combine these two together. All right, so I want to know what your biggest aha moment was during this fast, and how you're gonna walk into the summer solstice. And give me a before we do that though, before we do that, let's not talk about how we're gonna walk into the summer solstice. Let's not talk about that. Let's do your biggest aha moment during this fast. Like, aha, this is a major thing. Kind of almost piggybacking off of what we just talked about. But I also want you to share part of your journey through this fast and how and if you made it through. Are you at day 7 where you are at in this fast right now? And we're going to start off with Stephanie. Welcome in, Chip,
Okay,
and everybody.
I didn't make it through the whole. Huh?
Go ahead.
Okay, I didn't make it through the whole 7 days. I fast with liquids for 2 days, and the rest of the days, like until my juice was gone, which was I think Thursday. I drank after 1 o'clock. I drank water and juice, and I had a salad. And in my salad, I just have like vegetables because for those of y'all that don't know, I don't eat meat. And so I stopped eating like at 1:30. I mean at 8 o'clock. And dang, say that question again.
You hitting it on the head, and then also,
Okay.
if
Your
you,
aha moment.
yep, your aha moment.
Uh, when you said that, it was that it it was that the juice, it did keep me fuller than I thought it would. That beet
Mm-hmm.
juice and that, and then drinking water on top of that, it did keep me fuller than I thought it would.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, okay. The next time I do that, I'm gonna definitely I gotta get more beets. More beets.
Yes, beats are
Mhm.
awesome. Beats are awesome.
Yeah.
Give it to me, Lala. Your aha moments, and did you make it all the way through? Your experience in that.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna keep on glowing. I'm just gonna keep on growing. I'm gonna continue with the 2 juices a day and the smoothie because I find that when I normally come off of a juice fast and I start incorporating salads and wraps and stuff, that stuff wear me down. It make me sleepy. Just eating
Mm-hmm.
salads and wraps and all that stuff. That it takes so much energy out of your body to digest it, and I just really don't miss that feeling. I don't miss that feeling of eating and feeling sleepy. So my
Mm-hmm.
aha moment was, oh, I didn't die. I'm still alive. So I'm just gonna continue on juicing and blending after I did my blending after the gym, after class, after my workout. I would do my smoothie, and in la mañana I would have a green, and in la noche I would do the beet or the watermelon or the carrot juice. I'm just addicted. I just don't want to. I'm just gonna keep on glowing.
Glow on, sis. Let's glow together, y'all. All right.
Glow, glow.
Um, Mind journey.
Same thing here. I'm not stopping. I feel too good. I feel too good. So I did continue. Like I said, I did make a couple alterations here or there. But No, I love it. I love the experience. Um, I did focus on about 64 ounces of juice and about 30 ounces of charged water. That was
Mm.
that was my fluids for the day. As far as my aha moment goes, my aha moment was realizing how distracting the food was. How distracting and how much just interference it ran on my productivity. How, even when it comes to, because for those that don't know, my channel is My Journey 24/7, where you get to travel with me through my ADHD lifestyle. And ADHD is such a hard thing to deal with on a daily basis. But however, we we often can do things and take steps in order to help get through that. And taking away some of the things that we eat and we consume can help a lot. So switching over to juicing and taking in those whole foods, it helped so much with some of the struggles that I was dealing with on an everyday basis when it came to, having ADHD. Yeah, and then like I said, just so many things, being creative, so on and so forth. I just realized, they tell us all the time to eat these 3 meals a day. Lies, you guys, lies. Um, and everybody has their personal opinion. However, I believe it's done intentionally to keep you weighed down, to keep you distracted, to keep you where you are not aware of your greatness within you, what is in front of you, and being able to just be your best self. So
Mhm.
if I was able to tap into so much greatness within just 7 days, can you imagine what I can do with much more? So I don't wanna let that go. I wanna continue on. So yeah, so I'm excited.
That is awesome. That is awesome, sis. That is so awesome. I'm glad to hear that you and Lala are going to keep this journey going. I want to hear from Zoe. Please tell me about your journey, where it's going, how it's been, and your aha moment.
All right, I started juicing and eating fruit through the whole journey. I juiced fruit until and I started Monday until Thursday, where I had a family situation, and my aha moment was that I realized, talking to a friend, that situation that I was going through was more of a, when I cheated, it's more of a comfort. I made that food a comfort food, and after that, I got back on the bike basically and continued my journey till today. I did fall and slip up once, but I continued to as of Friday, I continued the juicing and my fruit diet because I juiced. I didn't I mean, excuse me, I did smoothies. Really, I didn't really do juice. So I mean, I don't know if that's the same thing, but that was my aha moment that I learned that I used that food as a comfort to what my father was going through and I was going through.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that do
And
happen, my brother. That
and I
definitely
do
happens.
and I am gonna incorporate this way of living. I'm probably gonna have my dinner, but I'll start my days off juicing until that evening. And who knows, I might not even want to eat the dinner. I might change that up. I just think this is a way of life now, and I'm gonna stick with it.
Yes. Let me tell you, you're so right about the comfort foods. You're right about that. For sure, we definitely fall to that. I mean, it's easy to do that because that's the easy way to do it. I'm telling you, I done did it a plenty of times and said, okay, I'll just do it, whatever. But the beauty in what you did is that you stopped, but you came right back.
No
You
doubt.
didn't, you know what I'm saying? You didn't just stick in it and flow in it because that's what I typically do. I'll let y'all know. I typically, once I be like, okay, I already did, I'm gonna eat again tomorrow. I'm gonna do it again tomorrow. I'm gonna do it again tomorrow, just over and over and over again. That is beautiful. Thank you for sharing with me. Zone with us, I should say. I feel like all y'all just talking to me. I guess I'm just being selfish. Thank you for sharing with us that. And what was your aha moment?
My aha moment was learning that fact that's what that was.
Oh,
That's why I did that. That's why I
mm,
went to that food like that. That's why I felt comfortable with just, okay, I can do it now. And then once I got into it, eating the food, I felt like, I don't know, just made me feel really. You know how it is, Queen. If you fast and then you go on the fast and you stop that fast, you immediately get to the food. It's gonna treat your body like crap. So
mm-hmm,
it was also aha moments that night and that morning in the bathroom. Like aha.
mm.
I'm gonna tell you this:
Exactly.
the way I feel, the way I was feeling with the juicing and the fruit and everything, and then when I ate the food, I realized that I'm not supposed to. We're not supposed to be eating meat. We just not supposed. My body felt great for those first few days, and when I went back to it, not saying I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna do my best not to, but it made me feel good. Like I felt good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling
Yeah.
good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you notice how you said, coming off that fast. I'm gonna tap into that right now since he brought it up. He just went into eating. I mean, y'all got to watch this video. He actually goes into full detail of everything. He's already released his journey video, but he's letting you know the end of that was not complete. That he's back on track, but definitely check out his video on his channel. It's Zoe Madden. It's Zoe Time. And but I want to share with y'all, coming off of this fast, if this is what you're going to decide to do, you just heard Mind Journeys, Lala say that they're going to continue. But whenever it is that you break that fast, and I know that they may know how to, but other people may not know how to. And so what you want to do is make sure that you're not putting things in your body. You want to take it slow. You may want to start, if you have been juicing, you may want to start with a smoothie, and then you want to go into something a little bit more solid where you are eating your raw fruits and vegetables, keeping it raw as much as possible until your body gets acclimated again to digesting food and processing it through, because you've been letting your body rest so long that it's like if you throw something in there, I mean, it may cause you to want to regurgitate it up because it doesn't feel, it's foreign almost again, to have to do so. So just make sure y'all tapping into something like that. Again, as y'all see that bottom of the screen right there, this is for information and educational purposes only. So I am not giving medical advice. I'm just giving my advice on things that I've done. On my winter fast, I've done broths before, vegetable broths, things like that, to come off my fast. So definitely, I mean, if you just got to be a person that has some warm food, but I recommend that if you're gonna come off this fast, keep it raw. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. I think we're gonna go with real odds, please. Oh, did he leave?
No, he right there.
Oh,
That
Lala.
was Lala that tapped out.
Okay, real odds, please.
Okay, so a lot of y'all know probably that I already have like a garden inside the back of my house. So my whole backyard is a garden, but there's still certain things that I do have to purchase, which is like certain fruits until the season comes in. So, with that being said, it kind of made it a little bit easier, but not really. Number two, I didn't complete it for the full 7 days, but I did get enough days in where, I think it was like 3.5 days I did. And because I'm so active, like I needed that extra, that's just for me until I can, fully do it. I needed that extra, okay, I need some food. I'm doing too much. I'm outside the community, doing my garden, helping people out, with my kids. So didn't get to complete it, but during that process, it was amazing. And my aha moment was where there's a will, there's a way. Like you're gonna get some people that's like, I can't do it. I can't do this fast. I can't juice. I don't have a juicer. It's so expensive. It's like, shut up. You can get yourself a blender, throw your fruits and vegetables inside there, throw a little water, blend it up, and put it inside of a cheesecloth. And if you ain't got no cheesecloth, get yourself a nice clean old white tea, throw your pulpage and roughage inside there, and squeeze it on out. And then there you got your juice. So where there's a will, there's a way where it can be done.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But what was the voice? I can't got no. What was that?
Because just some people is just like always just whining and miserable and I can't do it and now it's too
I love
expensive.
my I love my comedic tribe. They are beautifully enlightening. They keep me laughing. I love it. Thank you so much. Zoe one of them too.
What up,
He ain't
so
been funny today though. He ain't been funny today, y'all. He just
he
holding
on
it
his
in
leader. He's
on
on
the
his
day.
serious leadership.
Yeah, he on his yeah. He being serious. All right, and I think I tapped into everybody on that question except for Slim. I
Yeah,
got you. I
I
got
know.
you,
You know,
brother.
I had to put my hands up
I
because I
know.
know
What
I'm
happened to
last.
my journey?
I
Oh
know.
my
Yeah,
gosh, I'm
my
losing
journey
people.
now. Man, I feel like we're getting knocked off like a horror movie. What's going on?
I don't know. I don't like it though.
But yeah, I made it to, throughout the past 7 days, you know what I'm saying? I still got a little bit left in the refrigerator, so you know what I'm saying, I'm about to go get that last bit. And cause I still want some more, cause I ain't expect to drink it all up here. And I was like, I want to savor, want to sit back, you know what I'm saying? But now it's gone, so I gotta get that my last little bit. So I made it through the 7 days, I was in, in preparation mode as far as like, watching you and Lala do the prep, throughout the week before the juice fast. And I was like, okay, cool, you know what I'm saying? I already got me a couple of things. I really wanted to make the juice Lala. You know what I'm saying? The smoothie. I was gonna make a smoothie because I got a blender. I was gonna make the smoothie version of the juice ingredients I had, for the beet juice. And I was like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? So I made it through the 7 days from the 15th to the day, and my aha moment from it was, as I said earlier, just the fact that, like I knew that there were ways, because I've adjusted my diet, what I'm saying, throughout the 5 years since my diabetes situation. And so I knew that there were foods out there that would, what I'm saying, that you could take, that you could eat, and will make you, what I'm saying, will keep you full. You didn't have to eat a whole bunch, like the whole breakfast, lunch, and dinner thing. That's a gimmick that was made up by the corporations and blah blah blah. What I'm saying, to keep you, as who said that earlier? Was that Mind Journey who said that? Somebody said that, they keep you weighed down, to keep you, what I'm saying, just boggled down. What I'm saying, want to keep you full and in itis mode. And so, there you got all these superfoods that can fulfill you up, keep you filled up, keep you energized, and keep you ready for action. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, y'all already know. I ain't gotta go too deep into it. They want to keep you sick. They want to keep you unwell because other than that, who's gonna take their stuff? BP. If you know what I mean. So with that being said, this is what you need to balance yourself out. If you don't want to be a full vegan, you don't have to be a full vegan. Veganism isn't for everybody, but at the same time, you must have balance in your life. You must have balance, because if you want to keep this thing going, because you don't get another one of these until till we can afford them clones or whatever. But if you want to keep this temple going, what I'm saying, you got to have that balance in your life. And so my aha moment was that, juicing and smoothies, what I'm saying, will definitely provide you the balance that you want and you need. What I'm saying? Like for those out there who are, who just never really like vegetables or whatnot, what I'm saying, as they got older or even growing up, there are ways that you can make stuff that will be tasty for you. Like this I put 2 green apples in this today for my last use. 2 green apples, beet, ginger, and lemon. You know what I'm saying? The green apples that give you the flavor, the little bit of sweetness that you love. Because if you like apples, what I'm saying, boom, there you go. And you know what I'm saying? So you don't have to feel like you drinking medicine. You know what I'm saying? It's not like
Mhm.
you're drinking medicine, because I know people think about, stuff like that. They're like, oh man, I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
'cause, they think everything good for you tastes like crap. But don't forget, you know what I'm saying? There are very creative ways. If you don't learn from these two women right here and everybody else here on the panel who knows more about this stuff than I do, as far as juicing and smoothies and, you know, just eating healthy, everything healthy for you doesn't have to taste bad, y'all. Everything healthy for you doesn't have to taste bad. It can taste good. It can be fulfilling, and it's easy to make because, I mean, first and foremost, if you make it, then you know you can trust it. I mean, unless you that bad of a cook, and there's nothing to it but to do it. Just slice it up, put it in the thing, zzz, there you go. Drink it, eat it, whichever way you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's right here for you. So that's my aha moment on that. That it doesn't take much to do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's another part of the process. If you have cooked your own food your life, you know what I'm saying? If you are a cook, you know what I'm saying, or chef, or whatever you want to classify yourself, if you make your own food, you know what I'm saying, nothing to it but do it. Go ahead and do it.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that, Slim. Thank you for putting it in. Welcome to the panel, Candy K. Give me just a moment here. We're gonna let you speak, and then
Candy K, hey, what's up, Candy K?
Candy K all day.
Greetings,
Yeah.
greetings to everyone on the panel. So glad to be
give me
among
give me
you.
just a minute though. I'm gonna go ahead and address the chat real quick, and then we're gonna give you the floor. All right. Give me just a moment here. So Kendall, Raising King, said her aha moment came when I realized I didn't need to chase peace. It was already inside of me, and I just hadn't seen it. I hadn't been quiet enough to hear it. Girl,
Mm.
if you don't, we about to put that on a shirt or something. Yes, that was great. And then she said she did smoothies mostly, and she was also intermittent fasting. But I tell you one thing, I've been looking for a juicer since, so I juice the real way, so I could juice the real way. Check out my link; it's in the description, Kendall. If you want to check out that juicer that I have, I absolutely really like it a lot. It's no Nama J2, but definitely I am a Amazon affiliate, and I do get paid for qualifying purchases. So if you any of the things that's in the link, if you're interested in it, and you purchase it, it doesn't change the price. It just allows you to support a sister like myself. All right, so I appreciate that. Now we got Kendi K up here. What I'm gonna ask you to do, because I know we went all the way through this whole thing already. I want you to tell me. We're doing 2 minutes left. I'm gonna give you 3, and because you're gonna wrap it all up in one lump sum for me. If you would tell me your experience, and what, first of all, tell me what made you want to do this challenge. What put you in the place to do this? What's your why? And then tell me your story behind your why. What you got out of it? How it summed up for you, everything, and where you at today with it.
Okay. Well, thank you. I'm a beginning juicer, and it was our very own Juicy and Raw Lala, the high vibe coach, who introduced me to juicing Memorial Day weekend, where in honor of my father, I wanted to make a juice with a watermelon, and I channeled Lala, and she dropped into my chat. And then, Queen, it was you. It was you who was the impetus for me wanting to. I'm like, all these people in these YouTube streets talking about juicing. I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna like really try it, because I thought it was just kind of you know, Lala just happened to help me create a good juice. So I wanted to try it for real with your juicing challenge. So I took your challenge on, and I did juice for 3 days, and it was amazing. It was amazing. Juicing costs a lot of money. It's a lot of work. I had cleaned up the kitchen really, really well after my juicing experience, because I didn't have a juicer. I just had a blender. I had my Ninja blender. But I made my first green juice, and I made some more incredible watermelon juice, thanks to Lala. And the wellness lady came over via YouTube the next day. So yeah, and I lost a couple of pounds with my juicing experience. So it can be done. It was delicious. I learned how to use ginger, because I've never, cut real ginger and put it in the blender, but it all worked. It all worked well. It all worked well. It was a great juicing experience. And thank y'all for the opportunity. I enjoyed it. And the juices were amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Absolutely glad you had that experience. Tell me something you gained and something you released.
release some pounds. So that was always that's a good blessing. And like Zoe, it really cleans you out. And then I added because I had so much watermelon left, I just ate watermelon along with the juice. So that's kind of how I modified. And the first day of juicing, I had a 30-gram protein smoothie because that's all I knew how to make. So I wanted to try juicing in that way. So what did I release? I just told you what I released. And I'm sure my gut health is much better because of the juicing process.
Mm-hmm.
And what did I gain? I gained a lot of information about juicing that I bought way too many things to juice, especially for juicing for one.
Mm-hmm.
So my expenses would not have been nearly that high if I, I didn't have any idea that you would get that much juice when you juice.
That is the shocking part. Definitely when you're juicing, please don't overbuy the products. Like buy less if you think, because I'm going to tell you, you're not going to be able to drink it all. And you got to drink it within 3 days is really pushing it. I did try the 3 days and it started to taste like rancid, kind of like not really that great. So I kind of took it down, but I would never go past 2 days again. But I do want to share with you my aha and how I went through my fast. I did, as I told you, this is my first time juice fasting here ever. And I never thought that it would be this kind of experience for me. What I want to call it, the clarity, the the satiation of it, all of it just blows my mind. I'm gonna say it really blows my mind that this was what a juice fast was like, and that I've never done it before. That's the amazing part. And I juiced during my transition into the way that I eat today. I did juice, but I was juicing all oranges, all apples, because I didn't know that you can mix all this stuff up and it tastes good. Perfect person that said something about that was my journey the other day when she was saying, we know how to stretch a meal, right? She said that on her live the other day. She said, we know how to stretch a meal and we can stretch this juice the same way. And I was like, dang, she ain't never lying. Cause I'm telling you, I was spending a grip trying to get a thing of orange juice. I'm just like, I need more oranges. Oh my God. I mean, it was only, 2 bags giving me about this much juice. I was like, wait a minute, something ain't right. And that's when I decided I didn't want to juice because I felt like it was too expensive. But when you can actually add in things that add more water, right? Cucumbers is one. I know I'm kind of off of what we talking about, but I'm just thinking about this thing, so I'm gonna say it while I'm saying it. But cucumbers is one. Watermelon is another. And watermelon makes so much juice, y'all. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to drink all that juice that I got in there right now. Before the day, because I got to drink half of the day and the rest of it tomorrow, and I don't know if that's gonna happen. Because
That's all right. We're gonna repurpose it, Queen.
Oh yeah, I bought me some ice trays because I didn't told you I didn't have none. I bought me some of those. I do have the popsicle thing, so we're gonna do the popsicles too, and that's something that you can do, y'all. Y'all can, if you can freeze it if you don't use it. So, but my aha moment in this is, if you don't do something, you never know. You'll never know. So if you don't do it, you'll never know. I would have never known this had I not did it. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like that's my aha moment in this. And I'm so glad I did do it. I'm so glad that all of you were with me on it. I mean, I feel like this was such a community effort. Everybody had something that they wanted to contribute in their own way to this. And I appreciate all of y'all for doing so. I thank all of you who have tagged me in these content. Did I leave out anybody that did not respond to the last question? Because I know Kendi K was the last one to add to come to this here. Also, yes, green juice was made with celery. Mine was. Also, Real Odd said it. He said he got a small garden in his backyard. So do I. And I was able to juice kale and cucumbers. I mean, not cucumbers, but kale and celery from my garden. And I was geeked. I ain't gonna even lie, y'all. I was like cheesing. All right. So in my garden, y'all know that's my baby. I love it. I talk about it all the time because it means a lot to me, just like this collective build is my baby. I love to have this kind of conversation with multiple people so I can hear what people are thinking, what they're saying, because again, this is not something that's a paid advertisement. Ain't nobody paying nobody to be up here. This is just raw, not no pun intended, Lala, but this is just raw information given from people just like yourself. You know what I mean? So I want I want to thank everybody who came up here on the panel. Thank you for I didn't share the part. I did go. I'm still consistently fasting right now on juice. Tomorrow is my solar return. I will be spinning around this earth one more time. So with that said, I'm not going to say I'm not going to have something, but I might not. I don't know. It all depends on what I feel like when I rise in the rising. But I have been looking for, because I'm only doing raw, but I wanted to come up with something spectacular that I want to partake in, that I can make raw and enjoy and make it worth me breaking this fast. If it's not, I can't, then I won't. And that's how I'll do it. But if I do, I'm going to go this month definitely doing raw. Whenever I break the fast, if it's tomorrow, then it's tomorrow. If it's not, whenever it is, I will be going raw, only raw foods only. So that's where you'll see me at. Catch me over on my channel. I'm sure I go live fixing something. All right. So then in return, I want to again thank all of you. Thank you for your time. That's the best compliment you could ever give me, is your time. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much to you, Zoe, to you, Slim, Kendi, My Journey, Lala, Real Odds, Stephanie. Thank you all for being up here. I really appreciate it. And thank you to all of you in the chat. I can't name you individually, but I do see y'all typing in here. She said, my last message was messed up. I rewrote it and erased it. One Queen read, but I don't think she's seen it. I'm sure I'm used to intermittent fasting. Okay. When I feel the need, but I think I'm in love with juicing. I think that's what her end word was going to be. I think I'm definitely, this will be, I'm going to let y'all know this. So I used to water fast and I would do the rolling 72, and then I would eat a day, and then I roll again. If I'm rolling and eating a day doing that, it would be with juice. Okay. I'm letting y'all know it'll be with juice. I don't know that I'll go back to water ever again in life. Let's see here.
If you get a moment, I do want to tap in on just going back a little bit when you were talking about that refeed. That refeed is really important, and I know we've talked about it before about even like your pre-cleanse before you're entering into your fast.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody's doing this to cancel out the work, right? To lose the clarity or to regain everything that you put off. So that refeed is something that's really important. And I am going to post a video on the refeed because it's just like I discussed in the pre-cleanse video, how, you don't start a workout. You don't just jump right into a workout from off of the couch. Nobody does that. Why? You're not going to make it through the workout, right? You have to prepare for it. You have to stretch, you have to so on and so forth. It's the same thing when it comes to that refeed. When you're coming out of this was a workout. You took your body through some things and some changes. So when you come off of this, you're also going to have to be very mindful about how you come off of this, right? Regardless of whether it's juice, whether it's smoothies, or whatever the case it is. And obviously that refeed is going to look different based on the individual person. If you're a person that, maybe you didn't do juice, maybe you did water, you would end up going into your juices, going into your broths, introducing those things slowly back to the system. Because if you have participated in a fast, your body is happy right now. And now you're about to start pouring things back into it. So you want to stick to as much whole foods as you can. And a good idea is to incorporate whatever you've been juicing, incorporate that in the raw form, right? Start there. I won't go too deep because the video was coming, but you guys, that's really, really, really important because you'll make yourself sick and you don't want to do that.
Yep. Zoe just attested to that he just ate right after being fasting. He attests to the fact that he didn't feel great at all. So, it's not made up, y'all. It's not made up. It's the real deal. All right. So, thank you for adding that mind journey. And this is what I'm talking about, y'all. When I tell you people jump in, they just was doing something. I said, I'm doing the fast. She's like, okay, I'm going to tell them how to get ready. I was like, okay, gotta do nothing. I ain't gotta think about nothing. And now she's like, she's gonna create this video. All of these, all of the content, people, juicing. I have two separate ones. I have a tribe where it's called a collective, and it's showing everyone juicing different things, whether it's their shorts or whatever. Anybody that participated in this is in there, and it's a open, or what I call it. It's a public playlist, and then I also have the playlist for this cleanse itself, which has a whole bunch of information that you can use. So if you didn't do it this time, you can do it on your own, but you can use this as a tool. And when I say it's a collective, this is a collective, and that's a collective. It's probably some from everyone that has contributed something into this, that provided some type of video. You're in there. You're already in there. You don't have to worry about it. Kendi K, I added your one with with the juice. Was it the juice lady? I added that one in there as well. So you all can see that. Y'all all can see that information. So because that shows diversity of things that you can do, because now you don't have a juicer, but you got a blender. Slim Jim, it was the first time he used his blender, his Ninja, in a long time. I don't even know if it was open before. It was like a brand new box when he opened it up, but I put that on there, right? And Zoe got some stuff that I'm adding there also. So it's a collective, right? So I'm letting y'all know it's a collective. Just how we rolling over here. Queen's Alchemy, I love to do things as a unit. It's not necessary that I don't want to do things on my own, but I'm gonna tell you, everything is better together. And when we can be on the same mind, on the same accord, we can rock like that together. So I really appreciate y'all. And this was powerful, right? This was a healing space today. We learned so much. You even had people in the chat, saying things like, I thought it was all about the physical. I didn't even know it had all of those benefits, right? So we sharing information that's making people open their eyes and see things that they never even thought was something that was a thing, because what you put in your body definitely dictates how your mood. Okay. So and to those who shared your journey, thank you so much. And to those vibing with us in the chat, thank you. I appreciate you being here. And to those that's going to catch this on the replay, I appreciate all the energy that's going to come through here. I felt you as part of the collective build. That's why you're here. No matter when or how you show up, this space was built on love, intention, and alignment. And I'm grateful for all of you. I know I keep saying it, but I am. This is probably the moment that I've been waiting for. When I got on YouTube, if y'all listen to my very first video, my second video, don't listen to my first video. Oh God. This is the second video. It tells you that these are things that I wanted to implement and I wanted to have on my channel. And I love that, I wanted to build community, and this is where we at. And I love it. Thank y'all for being my community. Thank you for being my tribe. And the collective build, no matter where, thank you, be a part of the collective build. No matter where you are and how you show up, the space was built on love and intention, as I mentioned. And I want to say our next collective build, y'all, is going to be Friday, July 26th. So mark your calendars. We're gonna go right back into our unit of what we were doing and follow through on that. This was a special edition because we did drop this fast in there, so I thought this would be a perfect opportunity and do it a little bit different. And more details on that will be dropping soon. And if you led to join the panel for that, right? So it's talking about different health things, mindset, different things. We tap into a different subject every time. If you want to be a part of that, please email me. I'm always going to reach out to the ones who've already been on the panel before, but we always have room for more. A lot of times everybody can't do it, so it always tends to work out. And then so just send me an email if you want to connect that way on the collective build, similar to what you see here. And also the collab and grow 22 questions. with Lisa Bell is going to take place on June 24th at 7:42 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all already know it's going to be going down. It's going to be a whole vibe. We're going to be up in here vibing. If any of y'all not connected with Lisa Bell, y'all going to find out who she is once we get to collabing. And on the other side of the mic, where I'll be on the other side of the mic, I'm going to be interviewed on 5 questions with the source come July 12th at 4 p.m. So make sure you tune in. And I love the support and energy there as well. And if you are a content creator, storyteller, and want to be featured coming up in July, interviews, please, please, please. And you don't even have to be a content creator. If you just want me to talk to you, you got something that we want to talk about, let's talk about it. You can come on up here. But for the most part, you know, I do collab and grow with the fellow content creators. So I still have dates open in July. So reach out to me. Let's make it happen. And thank you again to the tribe. Thank you again to the panel. Thank you again to the community. Thank you, thank you, thank you for rocking with me, growing with me, and healing with me in real time, y'all. We did this in real time together. This was awesome. Would y'all not say so?
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was. Absolutely.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And then this is how we build. This is how we grow. This is how we rise. So what y'all know what I say. Until next time, peace, love, and wellness. I added that because of e-wellness. And I thank all of y'all for being here. Thank you so, so much. And you have a beautiful rest of your day. Don't forget that tomorrow is, can we get a
It's
Happy
your
New
birthday.
Year!
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Hey, it's your birthday. Hey.
Y'all know it. So make sure y'all tap in because y'all know I'm going to have a special live just for that. So just come on. I mean, y'all just can come through and say hi. Y'all ain't even got to hang out that long if y'all want to. But, you know, I want y'all to be there. You know, my mama and my sister asked me, what you doing for your solar return? But, you know, they don't say solar return. They say birthday. I said, going out to dinner? I said, oh, no, I ain't going out to dinner. I've been juicing for 7 days. Ain't no dinner going out for me. And ain't nothing out there for me. I said, I'll probably just hang out with my YouTube family. My sister looked at me like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, I'm serious. I'm good. So I'll probably be over here hanging out with y'all. All right, y'all. I want y'all to have a beautiful night. Peace and love. I'm getting ready to wrap this up. And sing. Oh, no. And sing. No. Here we go. Sing.
Queen's Alchemy tribe is the vibe. Spitting peace and love on every live. The wisdom she holds is like no other, bringing together every sister and brother. She extends peace and love through collab and grow. Her weekly connection, so now you know. Join the tribe on the live, she got something to say, bringing healing the body each and every day. She's got something special, yeah, the queen is the vibe. Dropping wisdom in the group on every live. Queen Alchemy is gifted, yes, she'll fight for you when she feels compelled to stand up for the truth. She's strong in her stance with poise and grace, giving back to her community in every way. Queen Alchemy, now you know her name. One moment in a tribe, no, you won't be the same. Sharing wisdom, she's the queen, dropping knowledge on everything. Join Queen Alchemy, she's the vibe, sending peace and love on every live. With the knowledge and the tribe, hail to the queen, Queen's Alchemy.